Hey, just thought I'd put in a little bit of an update before I put my electronics on. It's done. My mechanical construction is essentially complete. It was actually mostly done last Monday, right after I got back from Genghis-Con, but I've been having quite a bit of a problem with my Z-axes, and in the end I had to glue this part to where it is, because I would rotate the entire system, the entire Z-axis, and the bolts here and at the bottom here would come out, and yeah, it just was causing warping, causing problems, and it just wasn't going right. So I've had to try to do all these things. I've taken it apart, put it back together again half a dozen times, and I just decided, screw it, I'm just going to glue it. So this axis actually flows pretty well now. It doesn't get jammed, doesn't get stuck, and so now I'm going to start putting on all my electronics parts. I've already put on 1, 2 of my opto end switches. I've got to put another one on here. I have modded all my stepper motors, and of course they're all installed. My axes flow pretty damn freely. I've got to tighten this belt up because it got loosened while I was rearranging this axis. This now works, this axis. And the belt just came off. Perfect. Well, I'll get that fixed again. Yes, my electronics will hopefully be mostly fitted today. My other main issue was this axis kept having its problems, and I had to take it apart and re-put it back together, and the opto switch doesn't actually quite match the actual blocking part here, so I'm going to have to make a little mod of that and stick the piece of credit card that I've cut out across a bit. Hopefully that'll fit right. I must have made some sort of mistake in my construction. I'll figure it out. And I did have a few problems attaching the stepper motor here, because it kept jamming across here, and I couldn't quite work out why. And plus I had to file the bolt inside of here down a half a dozen times, recut it a few times. But other than that, the whole thing has gone pretty well. I'll be more concise and give a proper summary of any major changes that I've made, or even any minor changes if anyone else is assembling a Bits from Bytes kit. The forums are still very good as a source of information. But yeah, hopefully in the next few days I'll have a full electronics summary put up that you can all have a little look at and tell me where I messed up and where I didn't mess up. And within a few days, hopefully I'll have my first basic extrusion. Maybe within a week or two I'll have my first part. I've got a half a dozen people already who want parts from my presentation at Genghis-Con. Yeah, and hopefully I'll be able to print one of those people a set of parts in the next month or two, assuming it all goes to plan. But if it doesn't, well, it doesn't, and if it does, then maybe in 2 months or a month we'll have another reprap in Perth ready to go. Thanks.